It makes us feel really good. So let's stand up and we'll sing I Am a Light, You Are a Light, and We Are a Light. And I'll instruct you when it's time, all right?
All right. Here we go. I am a light. I am a light. I am a light. I am a light in this world. I am a light. I am a light. I am a light in this world. And I shine and I shine. And I shine and I shine so bright. And I shine and I shine. And I shine and I shine so bright. You are a light. You are a light. You are a light. You are a light in this world. You are a light. You are a light. You are a light in this world. And you shine, yes you do. And you shine so bright. And you shine and you shine. And you shine so bright. We are a light. We are a light. We are a light. We are a light in this world. We are a light. We are a light. We are a light in this world. And we shine and we shine. And we shine and we shine so bright. And we shine and we shine. And we shine and we shine so bright. We shine, we shine, we shine.
And we're going to let Sylvia, I was going to say Sophia. Sylvia.
You
take-
call me Sophia.
Okay, I could call you that. Sophia.
As
is
long
going
as
to
it
take
ends
the-
with,
Yes.
yeah. Divine Mind, Spirit of Love, a wondrous source. The supply is a constant, powerful force which delivers physical and spiritual nourishment to my mind and body. It is mine by right of consciousness. I bless the people in my life. I am surrounded by love. I embrace the reflection of my loving spirit. I accept the intelligence, strength, bountiful prosperity, vibrant health, and insights necessary to nurture the new expressions of love in my life. I am thankful for the support of God and the warmth of my new friendships. I am loved and joyously share my love. During our silent meditation, I invite you to contemplate this. I am surrounded by love. awakening to the presence, to the love that has filled this room and beyond. Welcoming everything that unfolds today so perfectly for the higher good, for the joy, for the community, whether here within the walls of the Om Sanctuary or online, across the globe and beyond, because our hearts are fully connected with one another in every sense of the word. Love is supreme. Love is the gladness, the sacredness. Love is what binds us. Love is the answer. I give thanks for the technology that allows us to be together here and connected with those online. I am thankful for the wisdom imparted by our beloved minister, Reverend Dr. Suzette. She's magnificent, and always you have something to take away. And I am so grateful for the music that envelops us and penetrates deep into our hearts and makes us filled with gladness and joy. It's all love. That's all we are. That's what we have. That's who we are. And to celebrate this day, let me invite each and every one of us to say together, and so it is. All right, now let's welcome back Cahill and Delene.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I think I lost my husband somewhere. He used to be sitting there.
I thought I'd check on the plumbing in the bathroom, make sure it's working. It is. You ready to go here?
Yes, well, let's
Sorry to keep you
introduce.
waiting. It was important.
We're going to continue on with the love theme here and do a song by the Bellamy Brothers. Remember them from the 1970s?
Uh-huh.
And this is a great little song. We just had to change a few little lyrics from lover to loved ones. How about that? So sing along.
2, 3, 4. There's a reason for the sunshine in the sky. There's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when the moonlight shines all around us. So let that feeling grab you deep inside and send you reeling where your love can hide and then go ceiling through the moonlit nights with your loved ones. And let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. And let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. Well, there's a reason for the warm, sweet nights, and there's a reason for the candle lights. Must be the season when those love lights shine all around us. So let that wonder take you deep in space and lay you under. His loving embraces, feel the thunder as it warms your face. You can't hold back. And let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you know what I mean, that's the season. And let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean, that's the reason.
All right, let's do it again. Sing along.
And let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you'll know what I mean, that's the reason. And let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to the smallest of dreams, and let your love shine. And you know what I mean, that's the reason.
Thank you for singing along.
Hear her? I'm just curious. Okay, I couldn't back ears a little bit, so I want to make sure you
Yeah.
hear that voice. Yeah, okay. Oh, let's give me another hand while I get all busy up here. Yeah. All right. So, today we're talking about love again. Let's see, am I up there? I think I am. Well, whatever. That's me. Soaring in Love. And there really was a really long title. And let's just get down to basics. Soaring with Love today. In fact, the whole month is about love. And today is about how do we bring that together within ourselves as well as the rest of the people we know. Or the people we maybe don't want to know. Right? So before I get started, I want you to think, I had you do this 2 weeks ago, I want you to think of somebody you absolutely love. I mean, it's maybe somebody you've known for a long, long time, maybe somebody that's not here anymore, maybe it's an animal. Somebody that you, and I call them, they're still human as far as I'm concerned. They could be the past or it could be the future, just somebody you know. And when you have that person in your mind, I want you to put your hand on your heart. So you know everybody's got it. Okay? So, as I talk, I want you to be thinking about them. And thinking about yourself. And thinking about where does all this go and how do I accomplish that in the rest of my life. Okay, you can put your hands down. Unless you want to hold them there, that's okay by me. I like that too. So we're going to talk about love. Not just the heart fluttering kind of love, but the kind that lifts your life. That you know, no matter what's going on in your life, you can call them, you can talk, and you feel better. You just know, no matter what, they'll always be there for you. But we're going to start with a video. You got that up for me? We're going to do a little video, and this video may not make sense in the beginning, but just go along with it. It's about a hummingbird and a jaguar. Okay, you got it? I'm going to let him do that. Here you go.
According to an old Native American legend, one day there was a big fire in the forest. All the animals fled in terror. Suddenly, the jaguar saw a hummingbird pass over his head, but it was flying towards the fire. Moments later, the jaguar saw him pass again. This time he was headed away from the fire. The jaguar asked, "What are you doing, hummingbird?" "I am going to the lake," he answered. "I drink water with my beak and throw it on the fire to extinguish it." The jaguar laughed. Are you crazy? Do you really think that you can put out that big fire on your own with your very small beak? No, said the hummingbird. I know I can't. But the forest is my home. It feeds me. It shelters me and my family. I am very grateful for that. I am part of her, and the forest is part of me. I know I can't put out the fire, but I must do my part. At that moment, the forest spirits, who listened to the hummingbird, were moved by the bird and its devotion to the forest. Miraculously, they sent a torrential downpour which put an end to the great fire. The Native American grandmothers would tell this story to their grandchildren, then conclude with, "Do you want to attract miracles into your life? Then do your part. You have no responsibility to save the world or find the solutions to all problems, but to tend to your particular personal corner of the universe. As each person does that, the world will save itself." According to an old
Wow. Yeah. I almost cry through that because I look at that and I say, love is so deep that you'll do anything to save it. No matter what it looks like. No matter. The thing about love is that love needs to expand you. Friendship needs to expand. It needs to have a place where you can always expand. It doesn't put you down. It doesn't take away. It just says, there's a lot more here. Go for it. Try it. Don't be afraid of it. And it surrounds you all the time. I think about the people, I think about all of you, to be really honest. And I love it when you come to me and you say, I want to try this. And I go for it. Because I know when you go for it, you change. You become better. You grow. And you try something you hadn't done before. And to me, that's really important. Society is complicated right now. And for you just to stick your foot out a little farther makes you grow. Love is rooted in what I call compassion, kindness, and a willingness. Willingness to take the good with the bad. You know, we go through stuff all the time. And sometimes we just need that one person to hear our stuff. And I'll give you a story at the end that will kind of bookend that. But it's the good times and the bad times. We need to know that when we're with that person or that situation, that they're fully engaged, they're present, and they're ready for you to just go be. And then if I'll just tell you about somebody who doesn't come here anymore, but who I love dearly. I'll never ever forget them. And it's when I first started OM. I won't say their name, but I went to them many times and said, I'm not sure. I don't know if we should do this. And you know, every single time they said, don't worry about it, I got your back. I got you, and they gave me confidence that I didn't know I didn't have at the time. And because they gave me that confidence, I just said, okay, I trust you. I believe in you, and you believe in me. You give me that courage. I have a couple of quotes. I'm trying to think, this is Science Mind. This one's from Ernest Holmes. Love is the very atmosphere of the divine. We don't have to chase it, earn it, or beg for it. It's already the truth of who we are. When we live with open hearts, love expands. It lifts us, carries us, and invites us to a greater joy. That's anonymous. And then Ernest Holmes says, love is the self-givingness of spirit through the desire of life to express itself in terms of creation. Love creates. Love creates. I always love it when I have a child around me that's so curious, you know. And I'm not a parent. I have dogs. That's the only parent I am. But even they come to us curious about things. And I get to just kind of encourage them. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I have I guess Forrest is 2.5 years old. And every time I walk out the back door, he thinks I'm going to let him in the next door's neighbor's yard, you know. So I have to kind of coach him a little bit and say, we're not doing that today. Or like yesterday, I needed him to go over there, and he ate 3 bowls of dog food, but that was wrong. Anyway, the point being is, I didn't coach him on that. He did that on his own. The point is that when we are around individuals that we really love, we experience an expanded love, respect, compassion, kindness, and willingness with them. So, I have a question for you. Of the person that you put on your heart, do you experience love, respect, compassion, kindness, and willingness? Yes. Okay. So they're your example. I hear a little echo back here. They're your example. So when you are looking for friendship, they're your example to compare to if you need to do that. All right? So I have 3 points today. The first one is cultivating unconditional love. I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, I was always looking for what was missing, right? That's how we grew up with. Or be suspect of them. Don't really trust. Hold back. But here's the thing about unconditional love, is that when you first learn to love yourself. Now, I used to remember people saying, you got to love yourself more. And I'm like, shut up. But that was the truth. I had to love me enough to say, what are my values? What are the things that are important to me? And when I realized this is what was really important to me, and this is the way I wanted my life to look like, I then started to attract those people. Now, I could think I kind of started late in life, in my 40s, to figure that out. But I still have a lot to live. The point I'm trying to make is that we want to have unconditional love. We need to know that when we take care of ourselves, we start to attract those people. They come to us naturally. The other thing is when we demand of ourselves unconditional love, something happens to those people that were our friends, we thought were, or they still may be, but they don't necessarily fit us anymore. Do you know what I'm talking about? They kind of start to fall away. And I know when that happened to me in the beginning, I was like, but no, they're my friends. But then I realized that I didn't have the same values anymore that they did. So instead, what happened is I started to follow people that were on the same path as I am. Because all they wanted was to be loved and to love. That was the only thing that we had in common. Because we hadn't been feeling that enough. So when I started writing this, I always go back to when I started in Science of Mind. I say that to Sue because we knew each other a long, long time ago. And there was one night a week, I have to get some water here. There was one night a week that Sandy Scott, do you remember Sandy Scott? Remember her? She was under Reverend Dr. Kathy Hearn. Anyway, she had I don't even know what you would call it, a healing circle. Once a week. Cost you $5, and that's all I had was $5. And so you would show up, and there was no chairs. You had to sit on the floor, and there was a stick. Not this stick, but a stick. And that stick would go around the room. And usually there was 30 to 50 people there that one night. Do you remember? Okay, I see some people know that. Anyway, the conditions of this healing circle was you had 1 to 2 minutes to speak whatever was going on with you. So you couldn't go on forever and ever. That was number one. Number two is nobody, not even the facilitator, could reply back. So nobody could fix you. You were just there to get your whatever off your chest. The interesting thing about this is, and maybe some of you have done this, is when you're in a group like that, what happens is you just kind of get it off your chest. It's not solved. It's not solved. But as you go around the room and you listen to other people getting the things off their chest, you you start to realize that you're not quite as bad as you thought you were. And by the time, it was about an hour to hour and a half that we were there, I know by the time I left, I always felt better. I couldn't wait to come back the next week until I had healed a lot of that stuff that was going on in my head, or the hurts that I was creating for myself. But listening to other people helped me to realize I wasn't alone. That's one of the things I say here, is you're never alone. I don't care where you are never alone, because you have a family, and we all listen.
That's right.
That's right. The thing is I always felt better. So I put a list of things together. I love to give you lists because I want you to see what I grow, you grow too, okay? I have to confess, right? I have to confess. So here's my list. It says, we had to embrace others for who they are at the moment. I'm echoing somewhere. Others who they are at the moment. So whether you liked them or didn't like them, you had to just accept that. That was just the part of the deal. You had to release your judgment of their condition. Anybody judge for other people's conditions? Yeah, we all do. Something you might want to try doing. Release your judgment of the conditions. Trust what was being said, and there was nothing for me to do about it. That's a hard one. How many here like to solve everybody else's problems? We all do. We all do. We all try. I mean, I think it's coming from the goodness of our heart, but we had to trust also. Open up to empathy, compassion, and understanding. That was kind of a given. Be there in support and kindness without regard to circumstances or indifferences. And then recognize the inherent worth and uniqueness of each individual. That's what we had to do every week. And I will say that for myself, that helped keep me on this straight and narrow, because when I went there, I was a mess. And I knew I was a mess. But I knew I had somebody there who would just hear me and not judge me and allow me just to be. At least they didn't say anything to me. Now, I also want to say that as I was writing this, I was going, who was in that circle? Who was there? And I cannot remember any of them. I can't remember a face, and normally I see a face. In fact, these lights didn't exist. It was like where you're at right now, where it's nice and calm. The lights aren't bright. Anyway, what I figured out was, and I wrote this down, just that we were fellow spiritual travelers wanting to feel better and understand life at a different level. That was everybody's purpose. Just to feel better. I have a couple more quotes. When we truly see another person, when we listen deeply without distraction, we create a space for love to soar. We're giving people permission to be themselves, to love themselves, to try something different. And then Thich Nhat Hanh says, true love contains respect. Respect is a form of love that honors the divine in another. Respect also is for yourself. It's ourselves. When we respect another, we're respecting ourselves. We're giving away that freely. What a cool thing to do. The other part, and I wrote this down, it says, yet love always comes back to ourselves. When we give people freedom, we feel that love. It's automatic. Now, maybe I'm talking to the choir here, but has anybody forgotten about love this week? Yeah, we do. So we have to, this is about you realizing this is the one place you want to have it. Because when you get filled up here, you know what happens? Anybody want to tell me? You spread it around. That's right. You give it out. Because you're filled up. You don't have to go anywhere to get it. I wrote this. Internally, when we build, I call it respectful consciousness, we are open to a greater capacity for love. So even coming here and hearing me talk about this, and you want to go home because I've heard about love too much, is that now you're filled up and you have a greater capacity. So let me ask you some personal questions now. In your everyday interactions, do you focus on practicing deeper, more active listening, or are you focused on what you want to say when you're with somebody?
Active listening.
Active listening. Do you give your whole attention to someone when they speak, setting aside your phone and truly absorbing what is being shared? Don't we love our phones? I love going to a restaurant because nobody talks anymore. Or they're sending messages back and forth to each other.
Across the table.
I love you even though I don't know what you're looking at. And the last one to me is really important because I think that we have the tendency to not do this, is are you willing to slow down, truly see one another, hear one another, and connect with each other? It's very easy to go the other directions, to do the other things, to be distracted or go, I have nothing to say to you. Instead, have a question for them. And it could be even your spouse or your relationship. Same thing. I don't know about you, but I feel like the world's a little fast right now. Really fast. So it's really important that we slow it down for ourselves. We let it spin out all at once. But being here together, cherishing each other, loving each other, giving time for each other is more valuable. You'll remember that more than you will remember what the news was yesterday. I can't even remember anymore. So I have one more point, and it's called Grounded in Love. This is going to be a short talk because we have a lot to do today. But this was Simon Sinek. Everybody know who he is? He did the book, Finding Your Why. Anyway. It's funny, you know, when I'm writing my talk, sometimes I'm like right in it and I can do it, and then it's like something's missing. I can't figure out what's missing. And so I just start watching. Well, I've been doing this, actually, it's Grounded in Love. I have come up with a habit. I think it's a good habit, but when I'm feeling kind of out of it, not really present with or I'm bored. Anybody have those problems, bored? Is I will turn on either Threads. Everybody know what Threads is? Okay, Threads is another Facebook, like TikTok, X type. And also, I'll just get on Facebook and they have those reels. And so I will go through these reels or whatever because I'm knowing I'm missing something. I'm not feeling 100%. And I start watching things. And then pretty soon I start feeling better. This is a habit I've attended to. And I don't know if it's good or bad, but I can just tell you when I do this for about 10 minutes, I feel 100% better. Yeah, I was doing that a lot yesterday because I was trying to think about, you all know what love is, but I don't want you just to hear what love is. I want you to hear, how can I be better at it? So I came across this video, and we're not going to watch the video, but it was, I think I have a slide on it. Do I have his picture? There he is. Yeah, Simon Sinek. What he was talking about was a friend had texted him. And just, normal texting, no big deal. And he didn't reply. And they got upset with him. Like, I needed you. Why didn't you reply to my text? He said, well, it was just like, here, look at all your texts you give to me. You didn't say help. You didn't say I need you. You just gave me another whatever text. So I just figured that's what we were doing. And she said, well, I needed you. Why didn't you respond? He said, well, you got it. This is it. So after that conversation, he went and researched about, how people communicate to each other. And what he realized is that it took approximately 8 minutes. That's all it took, approximately 8 minutes for us to engage and you to know that I'm okay and you're okay. It was that connection. Only 8 minutes. out of 24 hours. So he went back to her and started talking to her and said, well, I have an idea. What if you write down or text to me 8-minute conversation? And that's my clue that we need to talk, and I'll do the same. And she said, okay, we'll do that. So now they have an agreement. So any of you, it's called 8-minute conversation. Just use the word letter 8. You can text to me 8-minute conversation. Now, none of you online do that. Right now, anyway. Somebody will tease me. Anyway, that's all it requires. Love requires only 8 minutes to connect. So maybe try that. Try it. You can try it on me, and then I'll try and call you back. Okay? Do you agree?
Yeah.
Do you get the point?
Yes.
Okay.
It's reciprocal. You can do 8 minutes to us also.
I will. That's true. I could, couldn't I?
Yeah.
The thing is, love requires sometimes a sacrifice, and that sacrifice is to listen. But when we do that, we want to come from a place of intention, and we need to pause maybe before we move into that. So, like if I don't call you back right away, I'm pausing to think, okay, am I ready? Am I prepared? What are my intentions here? And then to be in support. So I have several things that, this is a really short talk, but I think I don't need to kill love. But I have 2 more quotes, and then I have something else that I got off the internet. One of those things where I had to listen to it like 6 times and write it down because it was so profound. But I want to start with Maya Angelou. I don't know if I put her on the, no, I didn't do that. But this is her poem, because I love Maya because she is so deep, and she has a variety of poems that she's written. But I found this one, I thought, well, this is appropriate. It says, love recognizes no barriers. No barriers. It jumps, hurdles, leaps fences, penetrates walls to arrive at its destination full of hope. Full of hope. That's what it is. And then Audrey Hepburn says this. I love this one too. The best thing to hold on to in life is each other. Let me say that again. The best thing to hold on to in life is each other. And then I have this last one. Now, it's supposed to be for people over 60 years old. So if you're not over 60 years old, I'm giving you heads up. Okay?
Who here is under 60?
Well, there's a few of us in there. I see. All right, but this is from Stoicism. It says, don't chase people. Don't chase them. Because that's a game. Guard your peace. I know that's something that I've been learning how to do, is to guard my peace. Because I can get riled up really easy. But I want to guard that. And I finally keep saying to myself, do I want to win or do I want to be at peace? Spend time with people who feel like sunlight. Isn't that nice? Yeah, there you go. Sunlight. That's right. Invest in your health every day. Every day. Every day. If that just means walking to the mailbox and back, that's what you do. It's interesting, I have a 90-year-old in my house who just turned 90, and we've had her go to the gym, I think almost a month and a half, 2 months. And usually she does nothing. Yesterday, last night, as she crowded into the kitchen, she took all the dishes out of the dishwasher. I'm like, ooh, this is good. This is good. Anyway, I could see her getting a little younger because she's doing something for herself. And so, invest in your health. Let go of what you can't control. Worry is a thief, and time cannot be replaced. Powerful. Powerful. Speak less. See, it's going to be a shorter talk. Observe more. Wisdom grows in silence. Now that's something. Oh, yeah. Wisdom grows in silence, not in noise. Good. Forgive faster for your own freedom. Forgive faster for your own freedom. And this is for the 60-olders and more. After 60 years, power is your presence. You don't have to prove anything. Choose peace over noise, clarity, approval, and values over trends. Aren't those powerful? Amazing. When you do all that, that means you love you. And if you're younger than 60, do these anyway, because I want you to love yourself too. Okay? So that's all I'm going to have today for this, but I'm going to pray this in. I'm going to do one quick thing before I pray it in. I'm going to ask you to popcorn a thought that you got out of today. I do this with my classes. So I'll give you a moment. Think, what did you get out of today? One word, two at most. No lectures. Okay, go for it. Tell me.
Peace. Reach out to a friend.
Say, reach out to a friend.
Listening.
Presence.
Listening.
Listening.
Let go.
Let go.
Compassion.
Share.
Compassion.
Compassion.
Inspiration.
Inspiration. Oh, thanks. Empathy.
Every beat matters.
Every beef matters?
Beat
Beef.
from the video.
Oh, yes, every beak matters. That's right. I like that. Anything else? Do your part.
Share.
Share.
Love.
Take time to be quiet.
Be present.
Be present. All right, let's close our eyes. And let us know that today is a day of love. That we give it away freely. We give it away to those we know we love. And we allow the divine to just move through us. Move through the heart to heart. Letting all that we know to just fall away and to just be pure love. And so I bless each of you as you have come here today to hear this message. To listen, to be one with, to explore more, to expand into that love. And know that all that you do and everything that you do is filled with love. For that, I am grateful. I bless you. I bless this talk. I bless those that are online, knowing that they too have their words of love to us. And for that, I just say thank you, God. And so it is.
And so it is.